All right, let's talk a little bit about the NFL world and, how the news is going, because free agency is starting to light up a little bit more. It's been, it got really hot, obviously, with Aaron Rodgers being on the move and other big names signing bigger contracts, receivers getting paid, Lamar getting paid, Jalen Hurts getting paid. So then we hit a lull, but now it's kind of ramping up again as, DHop with the Cardinals got sour, so he's out of there. And then Cook and the Vikings, so he's not playing for them anymore. He's hinting, that he might go to Miami, which I can see that. Obviously, if a player, we've come into the player-led league where, if a player's like, hey, I want to go play with this guy, it happens. It's always been like that. Brady has been really good at recruiting. Manning was really good at recruiting. Rodgers tried to recruit, but Packers organization was like, hey, cut it. Where players can kind of control their own destiny, especially now. Why wouldn't Dalvin Cook go to Miami? And then there's also some, defensive guys that are still up on the board. There's Clark, there's Ngakoue, there's Jadeveon Clowney. Where do I think these guys will go? Obviously for DHop, he's probably going to go to a pass-heavy offense. So you have to look at, the top 10 quarterbacks in the league right now that are very pass-heavy stat-wise. Like the Kansas City Chiefs, Jets, they bring in Aaron Rodgers. You think bringing in Aaron Rodgers, they're going to run the ball 60 to 70% of the time? No, Aaron Rodgers is going to drop back and throw the ball probably 30 to 40 times a game. The Bengals, Eagles, Chargers probably with Justin Herbert. Of course, you throw out the Bills with Josh Allen. You could say Denver with Russell Wilson. And then for Dalvin Cook, same, go to a pass heavy. For this time, go to a run heavy offense. Baltimore Ravens, where Lamar Jackson and his dual threat abilities of being both a great passer and a great runner. The Eagles, have a two-headed running back room with, the new addition of Swift, but then also have Cook. That would be scary. The Titans, too, because they're still working out with Derrick Henry. That could be a two-headed tandem. Cleveland Browns, potentially. There's a lot of places to go. And then it's easy to say for the defensive guys. Obviously, who are the top defensive squads in the NFL right now? It's the Eagles, it's the Chiefs, it's the 49ers, it's the Steelers, Dolphins. Yeah, you could say the Cowboys because, they have a pretty impressive defense. So those three guys, they're bound to land on one of these teams. But at the end of the day, with these negotiations and with these price tags, money talks. For all I know, they could end up on the Saints or the Bengals, or they could switch teams, for example, where, one defensive guy that was a star for the Jags could go play for, the Browns, or Browns to the Jags, or the Vikings could go get DHop. Just anything like that. All right, so this was regarding from my last NFL video where I said, will Tom Brady come out of retirement again to play football this fall? Out of 46 votes, 87% of you said nope. And that 13%, I would consider myself in the 13%, said yes. Great reaction out of that. Thanks, guys. And I can see it. I really think there's too much going on, with Jimmy G and his foot and not being able to pass, physical. And just with everything, I don't want to say the word colluding because I don't honestly I don't know the actual definition, and I don't know if this is technically colluding. A player manager, a player owner, definitely. Tom Brady, why would it not happen? Once he is fully retired and he is, sitting on the sideline watching his Raiders play, that is when I will believe, okay, he is now putting on the helmet and playing and competing for a Lombardi trophy again. So now moving, I made a new poll. What do you guys think? Do you think, obviously with free agency signings, yes, they make big impacts. Look at Tom Brady when he was, to the Bucs, or Peyton Manning to the Broncos. Obviously, these guys made big impacts. They won Super Bowls. But with this batch of guys, this batch of all-star talent in this 2023 offseason, with DHop, OBJ, Cook, the defensive guys, and some of, the other quarterbacks that are kind of floating around, the extra, the Garner Minshew's, or I say it jokingly, but yeah, Baker floated from the Rams to the Bucs. It's can this batch of talent, can these guys be, key pieces on why their playoff hopes are alive for that organization to have a successful season, potentially win a division title, go on a deep playoff run? Who knows? Are these the kind of guys to get that team to that point. And so let me know in the polls, comments, whatever, and I'll try to catch you in the next video. Peace.